Welcome back. Between what we see on TV and magazines and most definitely on social media, we are inundated with posts about body image and what's acceptable.
It's an unhealthy influence that can lead to self-sabotage, not just for us, but for our kids as well. So to help us break that cycle and instill some healthy habits in our children, we are joined by mindset and wellness expert Sonia Jhas, author of the new book, I'll Start Again Tomorrow, and Other Lies I Told Myself. Welcome. Great title.
Welcome. I feel like we're unpacking lies today, right?
I know.
JP, my fellow Torontonian, we're unpacking the lies.
Yes.
I do love that title. I'll start again tomorrow. How many of us have said that?
Right?
Yeah.
It's universal.
Why body image? Why did this become something you wanted to advocate for?
You know, I think like so many women out there, I spent just so much of my, mental energy growing up, just fighting the battle for perfection, believing that happiness was 10 pounds away.
Yeah.
And if I could just do whatever it took, the quick fixes, the deprivation, just the self-punishment to get there, then it would be worth it. I would feel good. And as we know, not the way it goes, not the way it works. And in really having to do the deeper, more meaningful mindset work, creating that mind-body connection, I was able to really, I think, uncover so many of the truths to really rewrite the lies. And that's sort of where the book came from, wanting to share that, to be like, let's stop the chase. Let's do it differently, because perfection is just a mirage. It doesn't exist. And so let's come back to what really matters.
Yeah. Well, and we were talking before, you have 2 kids.
I do.
So now you're wanting to break this cycle, right? And not pass. You have a daughter and a son.
Yes.
How do you do that? How do you stop yourself from making comments that you're like, oh, I didn't mean to say that to your kids?
Such a good question, especially because, the older you get, the more you realize you're turning into your parents, even though you don't mean to be. I'm like, am I my dad?
Yes.
Yes, I am. And so you're right. It's like,
yes.
it's so woven in, but I think the biggest piece for me has been really embracing communication, actually allowing dialogue around this and exploration and curiosity, and just really bringing humanity back into the household, as opposed to being like, it matters what you look like, I'm going to comment on your body, I'm going to give you feedback around what clothes you should be wearing and how to package yourself. I think for me, the biggest piece has been, how do I create a safe environment where I'm allowed to be human, I'm allowed to acknowledge the struggles, the narrative, we can be curious about it, and we can have a conversation around social media, right? Like I do.
It's not going away.
It's not going away. The vortex is getting deeper. And, my daughter knows that I have a pretty large platform, and that puts me sort of in that bucket of people who are, presenting perfection all the time. But I really make sure to sort of involve her in the conversations around, what am I really trying to do here? What are we all really trying to do here? And always coming back to this idea that how you feel matters, right? And so you can't be sacrificing how you feel today for this idea that you're going to get there and then you'll be happy, and that sacrifice will have been worth it, because that's not how it happens. So in the honoring of how you feel, how can we support you through movement, through nutrition, through that mind-body connection, so that, again, there's like a foundation being built here, not just a house of cards.
Well, and I hear so much lately, like, we will fail. Whether it's working out, you won't get to the workout, or you'll have popcorn at night instead of a salad or something.
Guilty.
I did it last night. Now I woke up feeling bad this morning. But just it's okay to have those thoughts and maybe celebrating the small victories. Like, how do we get day to day?
Absolutely. I think the idea of progress over perfection, right? Progress over perfection. It sounds so easy and so obvious, and yet how many of us can really do that? How many of us can look at our wellness not as an all or nothing, an on the wagon or off the wagon, but rather a showing up that we're doing every day to live our values, to live the internal why and who we are through food, through movement, and that can change every day, and that's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Honor that journey.
Yeah, honor the journey.
Thank you so much
Thank
for all the
you.
advice today.
Great conversation.
Such a
to have.
pleasure. Thank you.
Sonia's book, I'll Start Again Tomorrow, is available wherever books are sold.
When I say that now, I'll think of you.